Hello and welcome to The Dog Rescuers. Today we've got an incredible rescue with a heartbreaking conclusion, and I'm going to bring you a litter of some of the cutest puppies we've seen on the series. We're also going to be looking at a really big issue, breed-specific legislation, and how it's affected a much misunderstood type of dog, pit bulls. This is Graham, that's his actual name. Graham, say something.
I like cats.
Coming up, Inspector Hershey Bowell joins the police to save 3 dogs from an abusive owner.
He's seen literally choking one of the dogs, holding it by the neck, and then slamming it to the ground and then punching it.
But when she realises the dogs might be pit bulls, their fate hangs in the balance.
I knew that these were dogs that I may well be able to rescue, but that may well not have a very good ending.
We follow a litter of lurcher puppies as they are trained and socialised before finding new homes.
From a young age, they need to experience as many new things as they can to help them grow up into confident, well-rounded dogs.
And when 2-year-old Pomeranian Bruce gets stuck on a swampy island, Animal Welfare Officer Steve Wickham attempts a very watery rescue.
A bit like international rescue it was. He just waded in.
Shall we go walking? Come on. Come on.
Morning, Nikki. It's just to let all of you know I'm doing a warrant this morning and literally about to leave the station.
In the West Midlands, Inspector Hershey Bowell has been investigating some disturbing CCTV footage.
The council operators have seen a man beating one of his 3 dogs on this CCTV footage. He's seen literally choking one of the dogs, holding it by the neck, and then slamming it to the ground and then punching it several times in the head. And it is actually quite horrific. He has 3 kind of large, staffy-type dogs, and the treatment of one of them is absolutely appalling. It's not uncommon for me to see CCTV footage. It's something that I've dealt with quite a lot in my time as an inspector, but every time I see it, you know, it's just as upsetting, if not more, than the last time I had to watch that.
Hershey needs to remove the dogs from their owner as quickly as possible, but in cases like this, there is a strict process to follow.
I got a certificate from the vet to say that the animals would have been suffering at the time of the offence. I've contacted the police and we've managed to get a warrant. So I'm now on my way with the police to basically enter the premises today and hopefully remove these 3 dogs and get them away from, you know, somebody who has been seen abusing them once and may well have done it before and, you know, may well do it again.
The police joined the RSPCA on hundreds of raids last year. They will execute the search warrant, help remove the dogs, and if necessary, arrest the dog owner.
Any job like this that you do, you're extremely anxious and adrenaline's going and, you know, you're kind of excited, but also, you know, really nervous. I want them to be there, and you know, I want to make sure that that it all goes to plan.
How are you?
What?
Okay, we have a warrant to come in your premises.
For?
Under the section 23. Are you dogs friendly?
As the owner and the dogs are in the flat, Hershey calls for backup to help transport the 3 animals to a place of safety.
Hi, Nikki. Nikki, just to let you know, I'm in, and PCO and 3 dogs are at the premises.
Right.
So I am definitely going to need somebody, if possible, please, to come.
I can explain what this is about. We've seen that footage and we have a warrant to come in, okay?
My
That's
dogs,
why
they're
we're
my
here.
kids. I'm going my kids.
Right. The RSPCA here, okay? All right? They will be taking your dogs away to have them examined by a vet. Now, it's in your best interest for you to stay calm with us.
You're not going to understand what's going to happen.
Right.
Take the dogs.
You need to stay calm with us,
no,
Michael.
no, they're not my dogs. They're not my dogs. They're my little girls.
Right. That's why we're here to investigate what we've seen.
Look at them. Look at them. Look how healthy they are.
Oh, right,
Now, you ain't taking my dog.
Right, Michael, right, I don't want to arrest you here and now, okay? Right, so calm yourself down, all right? I'm going to put handcuffs on you, all right?
What are their names? Look how healthy they are. How can you take healthy dogs? The RSPCA will be deciding that one day. They'll be taking them to a vet and they'll decide if they're healthy or not.
While the police calm the owner down, Hershey explains what's going to happen.
Unfortunately, due to the footage that we've seen on CCTV, these dogs are going to be removed today. We do have a warrant for that. I want to make sure that the dogs are healthy and happy. The dogs are going to be going with me now. Obviously, for their benefit and for their welfare, what I would like to know is, you've got 3 dogs here, is that correct?
Yes.
OK, which one of those 3 is the one that you say might be difficult to handle? OK, brilliant. We'll kennel them separately. Would that be better?
Yeah.
Are they likely to fight with each other if they're in?
Let's just keep around.
OK, great. Hello, darling. Hello, my darling.
The first dog, Izzy, is taken to the van.
I'll put you on a lead. Good girl.
Yeah,
Right.
The owner takes the second dog, Diva.
All right, darling. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to walk for me. Let's walk. So the other one in the middle is the daughter of this one, and then that's the daughter of the other one? Yeah. Oh, right, OK. You've basically got 3 generations of dog. Right, OK.
Diva, calm down.
In. Good girl.
Quiet.
Can she jump?
While Hershey's colleague takes Lady, the third dog, she and the police arrange for the owner to be interviewed.
You're not being arrested, but you will be interviewed on tape. So if you want a solicitor, it's in your interest to sort one out beforehand.
We're doing this on a voluntary basis at the minute because obviously you're being compliant and obviously we all appreciate that. So if you come to the station, decide you're going to walk out, one of the officers would...
Walk out on my girl.
No.
How long till they get them
I can't answer that question. The priority for me today is to sort out the dogs.
The dogs will be taken to the vets to be examined for signs of abuse. But there's one unexpected problem.
When I actually got to see the dogs, you know, properly and in front of me, immediately my heart sank because it was very obvious to me that they were of a pit bull type. I knew that these were dogs that I may well be able to rescue, but that may well not have a very good ending. These are a Section 1 banned breed of dog. You can't rehome pit bulls in this country. So it was a real sort of conflict of interest.
Before the dogs can be judged,
Good girl.
they need to be checked for signs of abuse by vet Mark Barton.
This is Izzy.
The first one, Izzy, seems very scared.
Right, let's get her muzzled.
Yeah.
All right, darling.
She's stressed out. You can hear her. She's very stressed out. She doesn't know where she is. We don't know how much contact she has with other people. We don't know how much contact she's had with the vet. Unfortunately, he needs to examine her. And the only way we're going to do that is put on a muzzle.
It's whether she's better with you, then. It might be male. That's just sensitivity.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah.
I think she's very food orientated, so she's just better with you than she is us, isn't she?
Good girl. Or maybe it's a man thing. Good girl.
Mark checks Izzy for old wounds and scars that may indicate a pattern of abuse.
These ears a bit sore for you, mate.
Oh, sweetie. It's not going to hurt you. She's a lovely dog, you know, she's a lovely-looking dog, and it's all very confusing.
She's okay. She's got a little bit of irritation around her face. Her ears are a little bit red, but otherwise she's in reasonable body condition score. She's quite happy. She's just a bit frightened. It's a difficult day for them, and she's away from her daughter, from her granddaughter. She's come into a room with some people who are poking her that she doesn't know, in a bright environment, which smells quite funny. There's dogs that are barking in the background, which she doesn't understand either. So all in all, it's just quite a stressful event for them.
Come on, then. Right.
Mark repeats the checks with Lady.
This is the, dare I say it, nicest of the 3. This is Lady. So on the footage, there are 2 dogs that are on leads. The dog that he hits and also the other dog that we've just examined. This is the dog that's loose all the time.
Hello, sweetheart.
You're going to close your mouth so that you can listen to your heart. Good girl, lady.
You're just a bit more chilled out, aren't you, sweetheart? A bit red around her eye as well.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Like her mother, there are no obvious signs of abuse. The third dog, Diva, was the one allegedly attacked by her owner.
Oh, Diva, you're such a happy dog.
It's clear all three dogs have very different personalities.
I'm a complete stranger, and she's more than happy to
Wash his face.
to wash my face and have a love and,
All right, darling.
and have a cuddle.
But if they are pit bulls, then their temperament doesn't really matter.
Dealing with pit bulls is a strange thing for the RSPCA because we don't look at breeds, we look at dogs. You know, it's a dog, it's not a pit bull to me. If it's being mistreated, I don't care, it needs me to help it.
Mark has finished checking Diva.
There's no broken teeth, everything looks pretty immaculate in there. Often bruising around the heads, around their eyes. She's a little bit red because I think she's just super excited, but no bruising in the white part of her eyes, in her sclera. Realistically, it's really difficult to see any bruising, even road accidents. Often you see very little bruising.
This means the CCTV footage will play a crucial role in any prosecution that is taken.
With a lot of these dogs, they can be quite severely abused and beaten, and actually, without the CCTV evidence, we have very little to go on because she is a clinically normal dog.
You know, you have a duty of care to ensure that you meet the animal's needs and make sure that it's protected from pain and injury, disease and suffering. And to cause that yourself it's absolutely barbaric as far as I'm concerned.
The police will interview the owner. But now, Izzy, Lady and Diva will need to be assessed by a trained police dog legislation officer who will determine if these three are pit bull terrier types. For Hershey, it's deeply unfair.
You're in a conflict then in your own mind, because there I am rescuing these dogs. But essentially, you feel like you're condemning them to death. You're literally just taking them away to put them to sleep. And the only way that you can rationalise that in your mind is knowing that if you take them away, they're not going to be beaten anymore.
So that is a really terrible situation. I'm here with Sam Gaines, who's head of companion animals. Sam, why was the law introduced?
So breed-specific legislation was introduced into the UK in 1991, and it became illegal to own certain types of dogs in the UK, and one of those was the pit bull terrier type. That was because it's believed that the pit bull terrier type is a naturally aggressive dog. However, what we know is that these types of dogs are no more likely to show aggression towards people than any other type of dog, and also there's no evidence to suggest that their bite style is unique or that they have an ability to cause more serious damage.
So does the law work?
The law was introduced basically to better protect public safety and was aimed at reducing dog bites, but actually between 2005 and 2015 we saw a 76% increase in the number of people that needed treatment for dog bites.
What would you say to people who are quite frightened of pit bull terriers?
Well, I can understand that because they, are big, strong dogs, but there are lots of other breeds that are big and strong. And yes, these dogs were traditionally bred for fighting. However, there's no robust evidence that suggests that these types of dogs are any more likely to be aggressive towards people than any other type of dog. What we do know is that aggression is a very complex behaviour, and whether or not a dog will learn to use aggression is going to be dependent upon how they've been bred, how they've been reared, and their lifetime experiences. And we also know from the research that breed is not a reliable predictor of risk of aggressive behaviour.
Many leading animal charities and the British Veterinary Association argue that the way a suspected pit bull is identified is unfair. There is no DNA or genetics test, and the dog's parentage is not considered. It is based predominantly on how the dog looks. The assessor, usually a dog legislation officer, will compare the dog's physical characteristics and measurements to the published breed standard. If the dog matches a number of these traits, then it will be classed as a pit bull type. But assessors can interpret and apply the standards differently, so they can reach different decisions about whether a dog is of type or not. Animal charities argue this is subjective and unfair. Any dog which looks similar enough to the standard can be considered a pit bull, including some legal breeds and crossbreeds. And that can mean that happy dogs can be put down even though their behaviour poses no apparent risk to humans. But this assessment is one Diva, Izzy and Lady will have to face.
I can't believe those healthy dogs might have to be put down. We'll be finding out a lot more about this controversial area later. Now, on to something lighter. A litter of lurchers left at Leybourne. Do you like that line? See what I did there? Gives you nothing. Nothing.
Leybourne Animal Centre look after hundreds of dogs every year. Many are older, mature dogs. But occasionally, they get a unique bunch of arrivals. Like these guys, a litter of 5 beautiful lurcher puppies. They arrived yesterday after their owner gave them up as they are the result of an unplanned litter. They're now 12 weeks old and they've come to see vet Bruce McCleary.
What have they eaten?
They're on sensitivity food mashed up with water.
And are they all eating?
So yeah, they're eating really well. Very interested in food.
More than 500,000 puppies are born in the UK each year. If you have a new puppy, then get them registered at a vet as early as possible, as they should have their first set of jabs by 8 weeks.
First vaccinations for distemper, parvovirus, adenovirus, which is hepatitis, leptospirosis and parainfluenza. The big killers of those are really the distemper and the parvovirus, but in fairness, they're all quite important. And then the one that goes up the nose is kennel cough. It's called kennel cough vaccination. It's actually for a particular bacteria called Bordetella. So you can still get a cough once you've had this from something else, but you won't get a cough from this, which is the most common cause of a cough.
Bruce runs a new puppy health check on them.
We always check all puppies for umbilical hernias, just because they can be quite common. Want to have a look in the mouth, see if the teeth are starting to come through. Boy dogs, you always just need to check that the testicles have come down the way that they're supposed to, because testicles that stay inside can become cancerous. Just make sure that the heart sounds normal, no murmur, and no crackles or rustles in the chest, which could mean that there's fluid or infection in the chest. Okay.
There is one female in the litter called Willow, and she's tight.
Let's turn you around. There we go. I'm hoping the ones that are scrawny will be less scrawny the next time that we see them. But because of the breed, we're expecting them to always stay a little bit thin. Lurchers are supposed to be quite lean dogs. You always actually see their ribs, even as they get older. Okay.
One of Willow's brothers certainly doesn't have that problem.
This is Lumpy, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. But he's just so much bigger than the rest. You take all the food, don't you? He's not really called Lumpy, don't worry.
Lumpy has been chowing down all the food and Willow has been missing out. The dogs will be split into 2 groups based on their sizes, which should help ensure they each get their fair share.
You've got to be a little bit careful, because sometimes when there are some that are a bit bigger than the others, they tend to push the smaller ones out of the way. Clearly someone's been biting your nose as well, because you've got a couple of wounds on your nose, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So all 5 puppies look good. If we can get their weight up, then I think they're all going to be good to go to homes.
For now, staff will spend time socialising and training them, providing them with some much-needed life skills. See how they get on with that later. These 5 lurcher puppies were the result of an unplanned litter that their owner couldn't cope with. To prepare them to be rehomed, 3 of them are having their daily socialisation training with Animal Centre Supervisor Simon McCardle. Willow, in the middle, is the only female of the litter, and she's a little more suspicious than her brothers Oak and Lumpy.
So this is our puppy socialisation area. It's a place that we bring our young puppies to get them used to different sounds, textures, just basically a different environment. From a young age, they need to experience as many new things as they can to help them grow up into confident, well-rounded dogs.
Every time they are brave enough to try something new, Simon heaps on the praise.
Well done, good boy, clever lad. So yeah, just kind of give them a bit of encouragement to try out different things that maybe they wouldn't do on their own. And then it, good boy. Oh, come on then. Clever lad, good boy.
The boys are tearing off, but Willow needs a helping hand.
Be brave. Ooh, ready? You gonna climb up? Oh, look at you, so clever. You so clever, yeah. You don't want to put too much pressure on them. If they don't want to do it, that's fine, don't push them into it. But if they're going to do it and they do it confidently, then give them loads of praise, but tell them how good they are.
Ah, bit like me, really. Simon will also be getting them used to the puppy chalet, a purpose-built den that replicates a front room. Well, some of it does.
You guys. It's good that they are going off exploring new things, but every now and then they're going to want that little bit of reassurance, so they kind of come back, make sure everything's still okay, and then they'll pop off again. It's good that they are happy to explore and not just kind of glued to your hip the whole time.
Willow is still cautious, but Lumpy and Oak jump right in.
The two black and white ones are quite clumsy, and they get a bit overexcited, and they'll kind of be trying to run, and then one of their legs goes and they just kind of topple over. So they're still getting used to being able to run full throttle, I guess. Clever boy. There you go, dude. They're all taking it in stride, which is exactly what you want to see. You know, they're really enjoying themselves, and they're taking all this new experiences in really confidently.
Putting in all that effort now will make rehoming them a dream.
Come on, good girl. Good girl. You a good girl, lady. Come here, sweetheart, come here. Come on, then.
They are strong and muscular animals, but that doesn't automatically mean they are aggressive.
We are putting 3 healthy dogs to sleep, and we don't want to do that. You know, this isn't a decision that the RSPCA have made. This is a decision that's been made by the court. The law is that these dogs, because of what breed they are, have to be put to sleep. But they're lovely dogs. They've done absolutely nothing wrong. They've had a really horrible time. Wouldn't it be great that we could just give them that happy ending? And there is no happy ending here.
Last year, the RSPCA had to put 81 banned-type dogs to sleep because of the way they look. The police, council and other charities, who also had pit bulls in their kennels, would have to put to sleep hundreds more.
Let me chuck it for you one last time. Give me your paw. Good girl. Go on.
The government say dog attacks have horrific consequences and that they will take all steps to prevent them. The Act gives tough prison sentences to owners of dogs who are out of control and covers any type of dog that is dangerous. They say prohibiting types of dogs that are bred for fighting is critical to tackling the heightened risk they pose. But multiple animal charities and experts believe there is an alternative.
Since 1991, there have been literally thousands of dogs that have been euthanized because of the way that they look, and that is just a huge issue. They're doing that because these dogs look a particular way, not because they pose greater risks to people.
What's the solution, do you think?
What we want to see is much better education around people and how to stay safe around dogs, but particularly targeting that at young children because we know that they are particularly vulnerable from being bitten. We also want to see better legislation and enforcement so that actually what you've got is early intervention measures that are preventative in approach so we can actually stop dog bites from happening.
Well, thanks, Sam. All is not lost. There is a faint glimmer of hope.
And that's because, in some circumstances, it is possible for a pit bull type to be exempt.
Here, come on, girl. That's it. Here we go. Go have a nice walk.
Which is what happened to Peanut.
That's a good girl. You're a good girl, eh? You are. She's such a loving and carefree dog. In the morning, she greets every single day with the same happiness and the same bounce. She's always pleased to see you and always fills you with so much love and joy. She's beautiful.
She was adopted by Julie Wainwright when she was just a puppy, but when she was 9 months old, she was officially identified to be a pit bull terrier type.
She was just a good-natured dog, so because she was a pit bull type, that it didn't really make any difference because she got a wonderful temperament.
Julie couldn't bear the thought of having to put Peanut down, so she decided to take her through the exemption process. This allows families to lawfully keep a banned-type dog if they are a responsible owner and the dog doesn't pose a danger to the public. But there are strict conditions they must follow, including having special insurance, registering the dog with DEFRA, and making sure the dog is muzzled whenever they are in public places.
She doesn't really like it, to be honest. She can tolerate it for about half an hour on a walk. If it's a hot day, she really does suffer. She finds it quite restrictive and she'll start bashing the side of her head or on the floor to take it off. Obviously, she's got to have it on all the time. And it's a shame because she's such a lovely dog and she's got a lovely temperament.
Julie hires a local private field so Peanut can run around without needing to wear the muzzle.
Good girl. She's on her own. It's all fenced off, secure, and she can just run around and play and get some of the energy out of her. I do find it frustrating because I want the best for Peanut. She's young and she likes playing, which she has to miss out on that. And she's such a dog that does like other dogs and would like to play with them, but all of that's taken away from her.
More than 3,000 banned-type dogs live with approved families, and the courts have exempted them on the grounds that they are not a danger to the public. And for many, that is proof enough that they aren't an inherently aggressive type.
She's no different to any other dog, just needs help, love and affection. It's more people and press that make a big issue out of pit bull, and obviously how people train them, and unfortunately sometimes they fall into the wrong hands. All dogs have got teeth. It doesn't matter if they're big dogs, little dogs, and they can all bite, but the fact that the dogs have been taken off people and destroyed unnecessarily, I think it's absolutely horrendous. Horrendous for the dogs, and I think horrendous for the people as well, who absolutely love and adore these dogs. Go.
Peanut has definitely made Julie's family complete.
She's such a beautiful, loving girl. She brings just warmth to every single day. She's just so loving. Easy, go. Go, go.
Sometimes a call comes in that requires an inspector to have a lot more kit and gear than needed on your ordinary everyday rescue. And that's just what happened in this swampy water when Pat and Glenn Wadeson's 2-year-old Pomeranian got himself into a right pickle.
Bruce saw a squirrel. He ran after the squirrel, and I called him back, and I never heard nothing. And then when I got to the edge of the pond, and there he was with his back to me, swimming into the middle. And I called him, but he wouldn't have it, and he just finished up on a little grass turf.
Poor Bruce was stranded on an island 15 feet away from solid land. He was surrounded by waist-high, bacteria-laden water that was full of tangled tree roots.
There was trees at one side, and I thought about walking across the trees to try and get there. I realised how brittle the trees were and how swampy it was. And all I was worried about with Bruce was he was about that much in water, which isn't a lot, but for a short dog, and you could see he was shivering, couldn't you? You see the dog suffering, you see him getting cold, you see him getting distressed.
Glenn's attempts to coax Bruce out of the swamp were not working. Unsure of how deep the water was, he needed an expert with some know-how. And luckily, Steve Wickham was just the charm.
He was already wet and cold. I don't think he really wanted to get back in the water and swim. If he'd stayed there for too long, then he would have got even colder.
After donning a heavy-duty dry suit, Steve began his mission.
A bit like international rescue it was. And then was it Steve? He steps off the bike and he's walking towards me, and it was just missing that slow motion mode as he walked across. He just waded in.
Steve tethered himself to a safety line and headed out towards freezing cold Bruce.
There's a good girl.
But it wasn't just the icy water Steve had to worry about.
We're in it full equipment. We're not looking like a normal person. I've got a helmet on. I've got a dry suit on. It will scare a small dog, definitely.
Should we go walkies? Should we go walkies? Come on.
He was barking at it.
Oh,
He was backing away as well.
Come on. Come on, let's go walkies.
Because I thought, oh, God, he's just going to tip over the other end, do you know what I mean?
Let's go walkies.
After 2 hours stranded in the swamp, Bruce's misadventure was finally over.
Come on then. Come on, let's go walkies. Go walkies.
He's very happy to see his owners, quite shivery and cold because he'd been out there for about 2 to 3 hours.
And then all of a sudden he just started shaking. I thought, oh God, he's going to go into shock or something. So I just cuddled him up in his towel, kept him snuggled in, and he was all right.
He was unscathed, if a little grubby.
He was filthy when he got back.
He's got it's almost like seaweed stuck to his fur. So we give him a good wash and he is clean.
Swamp rat, aren't you?
And Steve was a hero.
Seeing what they've done for us, I mean, it seems like a big thing over nothing, but when I put the gravity into the depth of the water, him shivering 2 hours, it's a long time for a little dog, a long time for a little dog. And I don't know where we'd have been if they hadn't come out.
Well, it's a good job they did.
Morning, Humphrey.
Harmsworth Animal Hospital in North London is one of the busiest in the country.
So let's have a look at you.
They see all manner of dogs with all manner of ailments.
For adults, sir.
Today they are being visited by a little dog with a weighty problem. Babin, a 9-year-old jug, no, I'm not talking about her ears, half Jack Russell, half pug, has been brought in by her owner, Adriana.
Yesterday, she was really lethargic, not herself. She wasn't climbing up the stairs. So I brought her in today, first thing in the morning, to make sure that she's OK.
She's going to be checked over by vet Anna Spasievich.
Baby.
Come, baby. Let's go.
Not sure Babin's too keen.
How can I help today?
Basically, yesterday, she was really, not acting herself. She was quite lethargic. I walked her about 15 minutes and she was panting quite a lot.
Okay.
She doesn't usually pant, especially if she hasn't been running or anything like that.
Let's have a look at her. Let's get the coat off. Has she eaten anything today?
She is still eating.
She certainly looks like she's still eating.
Oh, right, little one.
Vet Anna gives Babin a thorough MOT.
All right, temperature is fine. Lovely. Heart sounds good. There's no murmur, nothing there.
With other conditions ruled out, Vet Anna addresses the elephant in the room. No offence, Babin.
Let's check her weight if we could just pop her on there.
There you go. She was 13.6 last time.
13.7 we've got.
Oh, she's gone bigger.
Looks like someone's been eating a few too many biscuits, and Anna thinks Babin's weight may be the root of her problems.
She's got such tiny little skinny legs. The more weight on those joints, the more discomfort that they get older, so...
I mean, I don't know why she's gained the 100 grams, to be honest.
Any ideas, Babin? Sausages. Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Try and reduce the amount that you give a little bit more. Okay. No treats at all while you're trying the weight loss.
Don't worry, Babin. I'm sure the new diet won't be too harsh.
She can have things like raw carrots. A lot of dogs love that, and it goes straight through, so...
Not sure that's what Babin had in mind. To stop your dog piling on unhealthy pounds, your vet can advise on recommended portion size and, of course, go easy on those treats.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, take care. Bye.
No worries. Bye-bye. Giving them a piece of chicken is like us having a huge burger, and then if they get that 2-3 times a day, then they just balloon up. It's hard to be strict with little dogs.
So for Babin, it's a crunchy, carroty few months ahead.
Thank you.
If she can shift those excess pounds, she will be much happier and facing a fitter, healthier future.
Let's go home.
Hershey has now completed her investigation into the dog beating case. The owner was found guilty of causing unnecessary suffering to animals and illegal possession of a banned type. He was disqualified from keeping animals for 5 years and ordered to pay £300 in court costs. Diva, Izzy and Lady were put to sleep. The government say they have no plans to change the banned breed legislation. It's been 3 months since the lurcher litter arrived at Leybourne Animal Centre. The only female, Willow, quickly found a new forever home with Kate Grimes.
Do you recognise this place? Do you? We saw her on the website and she's just beautiful. And when we got to the centre and saw her, we couldn't believe how tiny she was. She was so small. She was the size of a shoe and she was incredibly thin. but still very friendly, very sociable. She's a very friendly, sociable dog.
Willow immediately became best buddies with Kate's other dog, Poppy.
The two of them have become inseparable almost straight away. They cuddle together on the sofa and groom each other. They'll play tug of war together. Even when Willow was really tiny, Poppy was very gentle and would never pull too hard. And all the toys are in pieces now because they've pulled them apart.
Since coming to live with Kate, Willow has gone through a huge growth spurt.
My goodness, she's wanting to eat all the time. She gobbles her food when she gets it. You can see she's had to fight for survival. She's tripled in weight in about 6 weeks. Really good. She's still a bit thin, though. She's grown much taller, and I think that's where the energy of growing has gone. Come on, sweetie, come on. The minute she sees someone, she's wagging her tail. I couldn't imagine life without her now. She's a lovely, sociable, cuddly, as you can see, easy dog to look after. Come on then, let's go.
Today, they are off on a special trip back to Leybourne.
And she's going to have a reunion with her brothers. And I'll be really interested to see them, see how much they've grown, and to see if they all remember each other and all play together. I'm really looking forward to it.
Leybourne's annual summer fair is a chance for staff to see the dogs they once cared for with their new families.
Come on, sweetie. Good girl. Willow, come on. Look, I see your brothers.
Oh my goodness, they all look the same, don't they?
And Simon, who looked after and trained them from when they first arrived, is thrilled to see them.
They all look amazing, don't they? I can't believe how much they've all grown so quickly.
Yeah, I know.
And Jay, beautiful. Look at you. Look at the size of it. It's good to see them all out so confident as well. You know, there's so much going on, but they're all so happy, aren't they? It's brilliant to see how well they've done.
Hello. Yeah.
It's really nice to see them together, actually.
All 5 dogs were rehomed in the same week.
I was really worried about him destroying the house.
Yeah.
And he's been fairly good, to be honest.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Hasn't done hardly any damage.
That's good. Probably shows that you're keeping him busy, you're doing all the right things with him, you know, so yeah, he's obviously very, very happy.
Yeah, he does like a cuddle.
This is Willow's brother, Rowan.
Well, Rowan was considerably bigger than Willow when they're in, but now Twist, they're
she's
pretty
catching
much
up,
the same
isn't she?
size. Yeah,
She's just
there's
a bit
not a lot of difference
bonier.
between them. Yeah, those puppies, there was such a big difference between them. But yeah, no, they're looking very similar now.
Rowan's going through that teenage phase.
We're trying to sort of get him to sleep in his bed, but he just wants to sleep on the sofa.
Yeah, you can't get these dogs to sleep in their bed.
No, I've noticed that. Yeah, it's become a little bit of a battle of wills, but I come down every morning, he's stretched out on the sofa, on his back, so...
It's clear these dogs remember each other.
So nice to see this, not just like meeting a stranger dog.
No, she's not like this
Yeah,
with other dogs.
you see that recognition with each other, yeah, which is lovely to see, isn't it? Yeah.
Really nice.
They're really beautifully natured dogs. They've always been really, really friendly, really, really social. All the hard work with them has paid off because now they're all settled in with amazing families who are taking fantastic care of them and giving them everything they need to grow up into amazing adult dogs.
What a great outcome.